Hi everyone, it's Lando Smith from Sense Memory, and it's about 9:37 at night on a Saturday night here at Oakwood Abbey, and I decided it's about time that I did this video. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and the subject is, as you've seen from the opening credits, fragrances that could roar in the 1920s, but they're fragrances that aren't from the 1920s, they're from different periods over the last 30, 40 years. So let's get started. The first fragrance that we're going to talk about is from Diptyque, and it's called Veloute. And here's the bottle. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it really has a feeling of the 1920s, the shape and the beautiful, very avant-garde label. And it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that came out in 2012. And the notes in this fragrance are tobacco, iris, honey, spices, and styrax. And it has a wonderful kind of tobacco-y smell, something that is really, I think, kind of reminiscent of the 1920s, because it was an era where, for instance, women started smoking, the prohibition was on, and everything was kind of behind closed smoky doors in speakeasies, and a very exciting period. So I think this fragrance would have just fit in perfectly in the 1920s. And the next fragrance is, this one is a real beauty. Ade de Venusta's very first fragrance, and the bottle is inspired by a perfume bottle from the 1930s, I believe, but it certainly could fit into the 1920s, and it has this wonderful cap on it. And this fragrance is so special because it has the incredible note of rhubarb, which really stands out. It's so luscious and beautiful. It also, other notes that are in this fragrance are vetiver, red berries, green apple, tomato leaf, incense, honeysuckle, and hazelnut. It really is a beautiful fragrance. So this would really just sparkle in the 1920s. And I could just see it sitting on the vanity of some very wealthy lady on Long Island, perhaps a lady who lives in East Egg and has a green light on her dock. The next fragrance it's an aromatic fougere from the house of Pinot Silvestri. Came out a few years ago, Acqua di Pino. Look at that gorgeous bottle. Reminiscent of Acqua di Parma's bottle. It's slightly green juice, and it is, as I said, an aromatic fougere. I don't know how fougere it really is, but it's so bright and bracing, and a perfect morning fragrance for you. Male or female would really rock this. It just has a classic smell to it, and I really love it. It's very inexpensive, and would really do very well in the 1920s. A very kind of fresh, bright, sparkling, jazz age kind of smell. The notes in this fragrance, there's a lot. Fir, C notes, Italian lemon, Brazilian orange, pink pepper. Those are the top notes. The middle notes are lavender, violet leaves, clary sage, geranium, which I can really smell, apple. And the base notes are atlas cedar, Haitian vetiver, musk, amber, and patchouli. It's not overpowering at all, but it really is kind of a, as I said, bright kind of statement fragrance. Doesn't slap you in the face, it kind of just gives you a little caress on the chin. I love it. The next one is from the house of Ralph Lauren, launched in 2003. It's their purple label. And of course, you can't really see in this light. I can see it from the other side, but it's a gorgeous purple bottle with these wonderful kind of ribs on it. Very 1920s. Looks like it could be a whiskey flask to stick in your inside of your jacket or for a flapper on her garter, holding up her stockings. It's really beautiful fragrance. Oh, let's put it on this finger here. Great sprayer. It's an oriental woody, and the notes are blackberry, green coriander, mandarin orange. Those are the top notes. The bottom notes, mid notes, are sage and thyme. And the bottom base notes are mahogany, oak, moss, and musk. It's really, well, to be honest, it's middle of the road. It's safe, but it's very lovely. So it would be a great fragrance just running about in your roadster in 1925. It's an enjoyable fragrance, and I really love it. And the bottle, absolutely gorgeous. So this would fit in the 1920s. The next fragrance is by Bill Blass. And he was a designer who was very famous in the 70s and 80s. Was designer to such people as Nancy Reagan. And his men's designs were very, very beautiful. But this fragrance is called Mr. Blass. There's the bottle. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the double B's for Bill Blass on the back there. And I love this big, chunky bottle with a very, very substantial bottom to it. And it seems to be hand blown because the bottom inside is not level. It goes down at an angle, which gives it a really kind of artistic feel to it, and could very well fit into the 1920s with that wonderful classic chunky shape. It is an aromatic spicy fragrance, and the notes on this fragrance are, which I love, leather and incense, cypress, nutmeg, musk, bergamot, vetiver, amber, and vanilla. And I'm just smelling the bottle. Let's put it right there. Oh, this is a knockout, and it's very inexpensive. Discontinued, but you can find it online easily. And it is so beautiful. It's a really refined leather, and just a little whiff of incense in there gives it some mystery. It really is beautiful. Love this bottle, love this fragrance. The next one is from 2014 by the house of Diana Vreeland. It's Extravagance Russe. Again, this bottle is just perfect for the 1920s, including a little tassel on it. It's gorgeous, kind of ambery color. And let's do it on this hand because I'm running out of space over here. There we go. It's an Oriental. It is so bold and beautiful, which goes perfectly with the persona of Diana Vreeland, who, if you don't know, was one of the most important editors of first Harper's Bazaar and then Vogue in the 50s. She was someone who began the whole process of what became the Met Gala. An incredible personality, came into her adult years in the 1920s and was just so influential from then on. It's beautiful. It's got resins and amber and vanilla and musk, just those four notes, and just beautiful. So yeah, you might want to try this if you can get a hold of it. I'm not sure if it's still being made or not, but it's gorgeous, and it has a great magnetic top to it. I just love it. Great fragrance. It's for women, but boy, men could really get away with this one too. I hope you try it. So the next one is an aromatic fougere, first introduced in 2009, then reformulated in 2015. The nose behind it is Giovanni Rancé. It's from the house of Rancé, 1795, and it's Triomphe. I can't say that word. It's Triomphe. It's a beautiful fragrance. Look at that bottle. That is definitely both 19th century and 1920s looking. It's just a gorgeous bottle, and it had a little tassel which I think fell off, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. It is an aromatic fougere, and it's something I've had since my San Francisco days. I've been meaning to review it, but just never got around to it. So I owe you that. Um, but anyway, the notes, it has quite a few notes. Let's spray it first and talk about my impressions of it. Don't want to spray it in my eye. There we go. Top notes, bergamot, cardamom, bitter orange, and tangerine. Mid notes are clary sage, tarragon, and cinnamon. I can really pick up that cinnamon already. And the base notes are patchouli, benzoin, incense, vetiver, leather again, guaiac wood, vanilla, and amber. So the leather in this, I love leather fragrances. So the leather in this is very, very subtle, very subtle. But the incense is, I would say, the dominant thing for me right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And from a very interesting house that's been around for a very, very long time. Gorgeous. So the next one is Bentley for Men Intense. There's another gorgeous bottle that would certainly look great on Jay Gatsby's nightstand or in his dressing room. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Let's see, we'll do it right here. Oriental spicy, just fabulous. Just beautiful. So the notes in this one are as follows: rum, woody notes, cinnamon, clary sage, African geranium, incense, leather, benzoin, cedar, and patchouli. Again, leather and incense together, just two of my favorite notes to work together. And I forgot the top notes, which are black pepper, bay leaf, and bergamot. Love bay leaf too. And with that black pepper, it's just really, this is one of my favorite inexpensive fragrances. It's an expensive name, but you can get this at a reasonable price, and it's really absolutely lovely. So the next one is a lovely woody fragrance from the house of Ralph Lauren, and this bottle just really epitomizes the 1920s. Look at that. It's Monogram by Ralph Lauren. I'm mesmerized by, I wish you could see the blue coming through. It's similar to Purple Label in this design here with the ribs, and the bottle is this gorgeous, gorgeous kind of royal blue. Just incredible. I don't know if you can see it here. Can't. This actually is the aftershave, because it is so expensive. It's to get a 100 ml of this in cologne is about between $400 and $500. So I didn't want to spend that, and I knew I could get the shape of the fragrance from the aftershave, which of course doesn't last as long as colognes, but oh God, it's gorgeous. And the fragrance, it would fit in the 20s because it's rich and sophisticated. It has a slew of notes. Lavender, cyan benzoin, woody notes, jasmine, green notes, sandalwood, cedar, leather again, musk, patchouli, spicy notes, amber, bergamot, vanilla, and oak moss. It's beautiful. I mean, this was not cost a pretty penny in itself, but not as much as the cologne in the large size, which I wish I could have. But this will do. This will do. It's absolutely beautiful, and I definitely, if you can afford it, I recommend it. Um, Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. So the next one is a chypre, a fruity chypre. Now, I don't usually like fruity fragrances, but as a chypre, this works. This is really beautiful. And it's from the house of MDCI, and it's called La Belle Hélène. And here we have this gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. Just incredible. Um, this is really another lovely scent. Let's go over here. Let's go right here. This is for women, but men, you could definitely wear this because chypres work so beautifully on men's skin as well as on women. The top notes are pear, tangerine, lime from the linden blossom, aldehydes. You could definitely 1920s feeling with the aldehydes. Osmanthus, iris, mirabelle, ylang ylang, hawthorn, which I love, rose, oak moss, or the bottom notes are oak moss, sandalwood, licorice, musk, myrrh, vetiver, amber, Virginia cedar, and patchouli. You know, I bought this and then put it away and forgot about it for a couple of years. And when I was working up this idea for this this tour, I found it and I said, "Oh my God, I gotta wear this. It's just beautiful. Look at that. It even has a beautiful little pearl right there on the side. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance." So the next one is another aromatic fougere. You see, there's a theme going on here. Orientals and aromatic fougères with one little chypre thrown in. But this one is a real beauty, a real classic, and a gorgeous bottle, Gucci Nobile. There's my little bottle of it, and this is really a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Beautiful green, just incredible. So let's see if I've got a finger somewhere. Oh, a thumb. We'll try the thumb. I need to thank Dan for turning me onto this one. It's really just gorgeous. Bergamot, lavender. These are the top notes. Rosemary, tarragon, nutmeg flower, lemon. Middle notes of balsam fir. Balsam fir. Green notes, jasmine, geranium, rose, cyclamen, carnation. Bottom notes, oak moss, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, cedar, musk, amber, and tonka bean. Everything but the kitchen sink. Or I should say, everything but the bathtub you make your gin in. From the 1920s. Anyway, it's a gorgeous fragrance, beautiful bottle. Definitely would look great on a dressing table in the 1920s. And now for the last one. The other chypre in the group, and this is a gorgeous chypre from the 80s from the house of Ralph Lauren. It's discontinued, and again, I got a aftershave because it too is outrageously expensive in the cologne version, and it's Polo Crest by Ralph Lauren, an absolutely gorgeous bottle in the traditional Ralph Lauren bottle shape you have there. And it is just really beautiful. So let's open it up and just put a little right here. Okay, get the top on. There we go. Again, this has basil. Basil is a beautiful note. This in the top there, basil, which whenever I'm making something with basil, I always put too much in because it just smells so wonderful. It has artemisia, caraway, rosemary, bergamot, juniper berries. Those are the top notes. Middle notes, pine tree needles, caraway, cinnamon, jasmine, geranium, rose. Base notes, leather again, which of course you know I love. Oak moss, cedar, patchouli, musk, and amber. It really is a lovely, 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 lovely fragrance. So, thank you for joining me in my pajamas on a Saturday night here at Oakwood Abbey for checking out fragrances I think would really roar in the 1920s. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you again soon. Until then, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. Cheers.